Hello, my wonderful friends. It's me again. I don't even know what to call this video. These are reviews, interesting reviews I found on, of all things, milk. This, again, was sent to me by my wonderful friend River. I don't know why there's so many reviews on milk, but, Amazon is an interesting place. I'll say that. I'm learning so much about Amazon. Let's start with this one. A 5-star review from a customer named Lauren. And the review is called Midnight Milk Bath. This is from 2013. It was a frigid Friday evening in February, the wind whistling and whining through the barren willow boughs. I was alone at home, except for the fluffy feline that slumbered like a fiddlehead fern in front of the flames in the fireplace. All the while, I was unwavering in excitement. This was the wonderful moment I had waited for. With weeks of planning, many orders of Tuscan whole milk, I had been warming the white ambrosia for hours, filling thermoses, simmering it in pots, even filling a coffee urn with the fabulous bovine nectar. No low-fat or non-fat milk would suffice. No cows from Slovenia, Switzerland, or Senegal would do. It had to be Tuscan whole milk. I removed the heating pads that warmed my deep claw-footed tub for the past hour. One by one, I poured thermos after thermos of steaming Tuscan-sourced milk into the tepid tub. The milk foamed and frothed as I poured more and more milk into the tub. Quickly, I removed every article of clothing and slipped into the sumptuous, sultry liquid, feeling it yield from my body whilst enveloping me in its creamy grasp. I luxuriated in that lactic liquid with the knowledge that this nutrient had coursed through udders somewhere in the fields of Tuscany, within sight of the fringes of the Firenze. I hope I said that right. The 3.25% milk fat caressed my body, nourished my skin, and satiated my soul. Near the end of my nocturnal indulgence, the curious cat leapt up to the edge of the tub, leaning over the opulescent elixir. He lapped at the liquid with his little tongue. This presented an idea. I reluctantly stepped out of the cooled tub and blotted my body dry, not wanting to wipe off the milky film completely. I grabbed an ivory pitcher from the kitchen and dipped it into the milk, filling it to the brim. Then I placed the pitcher in the refrigerator. That night, I slept a deep, luxurious sleep, dreaming of several soft hands massaging my supple body with subtly salted Tuscan butter. I awoke refreshed and revitalized. Later that day, a pleasant plumber stopped by to look at my hot water heater. When I offered him coffee, he commented that milk would make him content. Warm milk. Feeling provocative, I smiled and removed the ivory pitcher from the fridge and poured him some milk into a pan to heat it. I presented it to him in a large mug. He sniffed it, sipped it, slurped it, savored it, standing in the midst of my small kitchen. His eyes grew large, his face flushed. A grin grew upon his gorgeous countenance. He finished the rest of his mug of milk as quickly as he could without burning his mouth, blowing over the surface to cool it between eager sips. Finally, he arched his back and tilted his head back to get every delectable drop of Tuscan whole milk. That same Tuscan whole milk that had caressed my body into the evening before. He stepped closer to me, so close that I could smell the Tuscan whole milk on his breath. He whispered. Okay, apparently he's speaking a different language. I actually have to Google translate this because I don't know. I can't say this. I'm not that good. So let's translate it. He said, "This is the most magnificent latte I've ever had." I slowly wiped the milk off his mustache with one hand and placed my other hand in his chest, and I replied, I'm scared to see what this is going to say. Thank you. It's a part of Tuscany. It's a part of me. Oh, 100 people found this helpful. Oh my goodness, that was magical. Oh, we have more though. I have more. I found another one. And I have one special that I'm saving, but here's another one. From a 5-star review from Polyball Game. First time user. Again, this is from like 2013. I have been looking for some new drink ideas for years, and I truly believe that I had tried them all. Water, coffee, orange juice, apple juice, other types of water, flavored coffee, iced coffee. You name it. So imagine my surprise when I discovered Tuscan whole milk. Thank you, Amazon! I guess it was the packaging that initially drew my attention to it. The jug's a gorgeous white. Or is this product actually that color? Solving that mystery alone made this purchase a winner. Spoiler alert, this stuff is actually white. There were no directions on the packaging, so I was a little confused how to properly use this product. After searching online for hours, I discovered that the red cap on top actually screws off the jug counterclockwise. Who thinks of these things? I carefully unscrewed the red cap, but immediately ran into my next quandary. What do I do now? Back to the internet, please. Tuscan, add some directions to the packaging, or at least include a manual of some type. Turns out the cut on the jug isn't simply decorative. It's actually a handle. Great idea, guys! While you cannot get both hands around the handle, believe me, I've tried, you can adequately control the jug by using one hand. The jug is quite heavy and the opening fairly wide, so I would not suggest trying to drink directly from the jug. I have 3 velvet vests at the dry cleaners who can attest to this. So, I would recommend transferring the milk from the jug to some sort of smaller receptacle. I went with an empty glass that I was storing in my cabinet. If you don't have one of these, check Amazon under housewares. You can probably find one. Once transferring the milk to my glass, it was time for the taste test. I sheepishly raised the glass to my lips and took a tiny sip while holding my nose. I had no idea what to expect. It was glorious. I proceeded to drink the entire glass. Long story short, this was a great purchase. And I've been telling all of my friends about Tuscan whole milk. It's so good. I'm going to try to find other uses for this product other than simply drinking it. Any suggestions would be much appreciated, guys. Be on the lookout for my video review of Tuscan whole milk. I'm going to give my review, but also include some tips on how to work that red cap and handle. Should be a real time saver for everybody. 48 people found this helpful. Let's do one more before we get to our big ending. I have something special planned for the end. This is from Leon V. 5 stars. This is from last year, actually. I came upon this glory. I came upon the glory. This is my story. Coming down from sleep, I look upon my clock and see 3 a.m. Parched from a 6-hour sleep, I walk downstairs to the kitchen, the bell from my alarm clock dinging as I turn the corner to the box that holds the subject of my quest. A carton of Tuscan dairy whole milk, vitamin D milk. I stumble to the fridge, the alcohol from last night's New Year's Eve party still working through my system. I fumble with the keypad that my roommate put on the fridge for some reason. Panic floods my system as I've forgotten the passcode. Surely she wrote it down somewhere. I search the kitchen, tearing everything apart for the errant 4 numbers that would bring me and my beloved milk together at last. To my horror, I find no paper, notepad, or anything. I grab her phone, remembering her PIN from having fixed her phone so many times, and search for the precious code, but nothing. The walls are closing in, and the expiration date I fear is near. I decide to grab my father's Colt M1911 and simply blow the damn lock off. I find the bullets next to my bed after making sure my roommate is asleep, load the pistol and take aim. I fire the deafening roar of the gunshot, I'm sure waking the surrounding neighborhood, but I don't care. The lock making a soft pop sound as the door opens, and I throw it the rest of the way to reveal my treasure. My roommate is in the kitchen, screaming that I woke up half the damn town, but I don't care. All I cared about was the delicious taste of Tuscan dairy whole milk. I don't know when I'll be let out of prison, but when I am, I will get more. And maybe some cereal to go with it. 3 people found this helpful. One more before we get to our grand finale. I hope you're enjoying these. This is from Kevin Beauchamp. 5 stars. This stuff will get you laid. After ordering Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces, my wife of 14 years suddenly became super amorous. I can't explain it. She uses it in everything now. I can't keep her off me. We're walking in the mall, and her hand is constantly on my tush. She's calling me at work and talking dirty over the phone. I can't get any work done. The other day, we were headed for the beach, and she had a whole glass of Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces. And we can't even get out the door before she's all over me in her string bikini. This is getting serious. She's ordering all these little intimate things from Amazon. You know, they show up in your email when it's shipped. Yeah. A few days ago, this really hot little number shows up, and I'm like, she wears that, I'm a goner. I actually hid the Tuscan whole milk, but doesn't matter. She keeps small containers of it in the fridge in the bedroom now. I'm trying to finish a review, but she won't leave me alone. 42 people found this helpful. These are fucking amazing. I don't know if Amazon intended for the review system to be used like this, but yeah, I kind of love it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as a grand finale to this wonderful little experience, I want to present you with a 5-star review. No, I want to present to you art. Edgar writes, "Make this your only stock and store." From 2008. Once upon a midday sunny, while I savored nuts and honey, with my Tuscan whole milk, 1 gallon, 128 fluid ounces, I swore. As I went on with my lapping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at the icebox door. "Bad condenser, that," I muttered, vibrating the icebox door. "Only this, nothing more." Not to sound like a complainer, but in an inept half-gainer, I provoked my bowl to tip and spill its contents upon the floor. Stupefied, I came to muddle over that increasing puddle, burgeoning deluge of that which I at present do adore. Snowy Tuscan wholesomeness exclusively produced offshore, purged here forevermore. And the pool, so white and silky, filled me with a sense of milky, a door of the type fantastic of a loss not known before. And so now, to still the throbbing of my heart while gently sobbing, I retreated, heading straightway for the tempting icebox door. Heedless of that pitter-patter tapping at the icebox door, I resolved to have some more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "This," I said, "requires an extra dram of milk, my favorite pour." To the icebox I aspired, motivated to admire how its avocado pigment complemented my decor. Then I grasped its wood grain handle. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, I long stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams of many Tuscans I had known before. But the light inside was broken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only words there spoken were my whispered words, "No more." Coke and beer, some ketchup I set eyes on, and an apple core. Merely this, nothing more. Back towards the table turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. Surely, I said, surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what threat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. From the window came a stirring, then with incessant purring, inside stepped a kitten, mannerless did she me ignore. Not the least obeisance made she, not a minute stopped or stayed she, but with mine of lord and lady withdrew to my dining floor, pounced upon the pool of Tuscan spreading over my dining floor, licked and lapped, and supped some more. Then this tiny cat beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by grand enthusiasm of the countenance she wore. Towards the mess she showed no pity, till I said, "Well, hello, kitty." Sought she me with pretty eyes, that seemed to open some rapport. So I pleaded, tell me, what is it that you implore?" Quoth the kitten, "Get some more." I hope you all enjoyed this absolute reign of madness that I've just unleashed upon you. I have no idea where this came from. I really wanted to share this with you all. River sent me the first couple of reviews, and after that I just kind of launched into it, so, you know, this is, yeah, I don't know if we'll be doing a lot of these, but, I mean, what the hell, this was kind of amazing, so thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this, and I certainly hope you did, God knows it's weird enough, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I have a Ko-Fi, and I have a merch store, and I'm pretty sure there's a sale going on in the merch store. I don't know, you'd have to check, but either way, check both of those out. I would really appreciate that. And if you have something weird you'd like to send me, I have a subreddit, r/Moonhorse Stories. You can send it there. I almost forgot the name of it for a minute. I'm doing good, you guys. Anyway, I love you all so very, very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.